Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. Please like and subscribe and don't forget to jab that notifications bell for all my latest uploads. Today I've got a pair of gloves from a company that I haven't featured on the channel before, and that is Fortis Boxing. Now Fortis Boxing sent me a pair of gloves about 2 years ago. I think it was 2018. They sent me a couple of pairs of gloves. I did the testing and I actually went back to them and said that I didn't feel that the durability of the gloves was good enough, and also didn't feel that the price that they wanted to charge was a fair enough price in comparison to the other gloves around that price. I've sort of kept contact with Fortis, although they haven't sent me anything since, but they have now sent me these gloves, and these gloves are their new Predator gloves. And the best thing about what I do on the channel and what I love is the fact that if a company comes to me and I don't automatically do a review. It's got to get to a certain standard before I'll show it to you guys and recommend it. I'm not going to put my name to something that I won't fully endorse, because if I don't fully endorse it and you guys go out and buy it, then obviously that reflects bad on me. So obviously from some quarters that looks like I'm being too positive about stuff, but in fact what it does, it enables me to go back to the companies and say, right, this is what I would change, this is what I would change, and this is what I would change. And the companies, the good companies, they go away, they change it, they come back and they have a better product for me to show to you. And that is exactly what Fortis have done. Yeah, it's took a couple of years, but they have now got a glove that I feel very confident about exposing to you the type of gloves that Fortis do. So let me show you the box first of all. You've got the lion's head on the front and it says Fortis. On here it says, a lion sleeps in the heart of every brave man, and in brackets, woman. I think they've gone the PC route there. I think that could easily be extended if they're not careful to every brave man, woman and transgender. I don't think they need to go that way. I think they should go the other way and say every brave person. The and woman looks like a little bit of an afterthought. So they could easily change that on their box. And then on there you've got Unleash the Beast. So let me just bring it round here and get it out. You've got a cloth bag, which I always like. I like the fact that if you have a bag supplied by the company, that it will look after and extend the life of your gloves, so like that. And then we have the Predator gloves, and I've got them here in the yellow and the black. So let me just bring them out. And these are made in Mexico. Okay, the previous gloves I don't think were made in Mexico. I think they were made in Pakistan. So what they've done is Fortis have got for these particular gloves, they are getting them made in Mexico, and there's a real Mexican feel to these gloves. I really like what they've done, and I'll go on to the details about the price and where they're pitching it, and also what you get when you buy them, because they are throwing in a pair of free Fortis hand wraps which are worth $7.99. We like free stuff, so that's fantastic. So let me just try them on and show you first of all. So I'll get them on there. Now, because of obviously the previous gloves that they sent, I decided that I was going to do extended testing on these. I really wanted to test that durability, and in this video you'll see various clips of not only me using them but other people in the gym. Again, that's something else that I do. I don't only just test it myself, I give the gloves to other people, get them whacking bags, sparring in them, doing training in them, and then I ask them for their feedback as well, because obviously everyone has different size hands and different people like different things. And so I've been able to really give these a thorough testing, and let me tell you, they passed that testing with flying colours. As I come round, you can see you can open the hand up fine in them, and they are a flat punch surface that you would expect with a Mexican glove. And I really like the fact that they've gone that Mexican route. It is different from the other gloves that they sent, and I'm really, really pleased with the standard that they've been able to achieve. So these Fortis Predator gloves, they're only available in lace at the moment, but I do believe that they are releasing some Velcro soon. The leather on there, it's a really nice leather. You've got that strong leather smell that you get on Mexican gloves. Fortis is a UK company, but these gloves are made in Mexico. They're newly released. I like the style. I think they have kept it simple with not only the lion's head on the back, but you've also got on that small label at the back, like a cloth badge at the back. I like how they use the lion's head as the O in Fortis, and that's a nice little badge on the back, which is cloth. It's not rough at all. That won't cause any problems. And then as we come up here, and let's just bring it around, let me show you the knuckle area. The knuckle area is like flat. It's nicely padded, so offers good protection. And in there is a mix of latex and polyurethane foam. And let me just put my hand in there. So inside you've got like a neoprene or sort of a covering over the fingertips at the front, okay? So that is nice, it's not rough. Then you have got inside, there's like you can feel about there, like a difference in the padding. Like there's a line there between the padding that's for the fingertip area and then the knuckle area, and it comes to about there, but it does feel a little bit rough when you're using it at first on these sort of knuckles, but you do get used to it. Your hand does get used to that. Okay, so let's just bring that round. Let's show you that thumb. The thumb is very comfortable on both gloves. There's the attachment, and it's quite a wide thumb, but it was comfortable in both the left and the right. And then at the front of that thumb as well, which sometimes, especially on left gloves, can be a problem. On these gloves, it is fine on both gloves. So let's just bring that round and show you the back. I do like this little ledge that is here. You can put the laces across, and then the laces sit lovely on that little ledge. And the padding at the rear of that is nice. You can see that padding there. It's got the 16-ounce indicator there. Now I have weighed them. The left glove is 15 3/4 ounces, and the right glove is 15 1/2 ounces. Now bearing in mind, when you're weighing gloves, the weight of the glove should be 16 ounce prior to the laces going in. So at 15 3/4 and 15 1/2, this glove, because it's got the lace on already, is actually a little underweight. But they are quite close to each other in terms of how much they weigh. At the front of the wrist, you've got, again, like a squarish, rectangular padding that you can see at the front. Very comfortable. And then on that side also. And then while we're at that front, have a closer look at the stitching. And the stitching on these particular pair, I found the stitching to be of good quality. Quite close to the beading. You can definitely tell it is that sort of Mexican made, because there is a difference between, say, a Mexican made and when gloves are made elsewhere. There's a real different feel, and as I've mentioned, a different smell. Here, as I've got the glove underneath me, I can smell a beautiful leather smell. Okay, and these are 170 UK pounds. That's about 221 US dollars. In there, it's a nice soft lining. Okay, so as Mexican gloves go, these are on more of the comfortable side than some of the rough insides that you get on some Mexican gloves. Let me just open that up so you can see right inside. And then in there, that lining, that's like a repellent lining to keep the gloves dry from sweat. I didn't find that there were any problems with the hands getting too hot. There is some air holes in the thumb, but I didn't see that as any problem. You've got quite a big grip bar there, which you grip around when you've got them in the fist. Let me just put it on. Open up, there is the fist. good punch surface. You can open the hand, no problem at all. These in the 16 ounce, they're a little bit roomy while I haven't got hand wraps on, but of course when I've got hand wraps on, that then obviously fills some space inside as well. That part of the glove there, as you can see, there is quite a bit of width there in between the edge of my hand and the edge of the glove. Okay, so I know on smaller versions, these come in 16 ounce and 12 ounce. You'd probably find on the 12 ounce that would be much more snug, but with the 16 there is sort of a bit of a gap there. And just open that up and bring that round. And these in the yellow and the black, they also do a very nice maroon and white as well. Very simplistic when it comes to the style, but yeah, I like what they've done, and at that price point I think they've really done a good job. When it comes to that price point, £170, that puts them in the fit to box middleweight lace division. And so if you check out fittoboxchannel.com, you will see the new card for these, which I will show later in the video, but you will see where it places in the fit to box middleweight division for the score that this glove gets. So these Predator gloves by Fortis, really impressed with them. Lads in the gym, they thought that they were great. I didn't get any women to try them on. They're a little bit too big. So every man that tried them on, and in brackets, no women tried them on. But still, there you go. All the guys in the gym that used them thought they were great. One particular guy that's in the sparring footage, he's got a pair of Claytor Reyes that he uses, and he really liked these gloves when he tried them on. I don't think that, obviously they've not got the prestige of Claytor Reyes, because obviously Claytor Reyes has got that historic boxing background and all the great fights that they've appeared in. But in fact, the actual glove that you're getting in this quality of glove is a high standard. I don't think it's Claytor Reyes standard yet, but certainly it is getting up there. So let me just show you. These are 170 UK pounds. That's 221 US dollars. Okay, another thing that I do, if a company sends me some gear and they say we're going to sell these gloves for X amount of money, I will tell them whether or not I think that that is a competitive price for their product. What I've done with Fortis with these, they first of all said that they wanted to sell them for £200, and I basically said, look, if you're going to spend £200 on a pair of Mexican gloves, you would buy Claytor Reyes. So I suggested that they put the gloves down to around 170, and they've put them down to 169.99, which I think is perfect for the amount of glove that you get, and also in comparison to the other Mexican gloves that are out there. So not only do I sort of try and get you discounts for when you buy, but also behind the scenes when I'm talking to these companies, I'm also trying to make sure that they're pitching their gear at the right price level in the first place. On their website, it will say 199 as the price, and it's saying it's a sale. It's saying it's 169.99. They've led me to believe that 169.99 is the actual price. So I think that's a great price for these. They're also offering, if you put fit to box, FIT number 2 BOX in when you buy these, you will get a further 5% off. So that means £161.50. So you're a Fit to Box viewer. You not only get to know about the great gear and the fact that I've tested it first and you know that there is quality, but you also get a better price because I've got them to bring down their initial RRP by £30, and then a further 5% because you're watching this on Fit to Box channel, and they've also seen it fit to offer a free pair of their hand wraps as well. They're worth $7.99. So an absolute bargain from Fortis for what you're getting. Great set of gloves. The wraps, I have to say, the wraps, got a pair of the wraps on there, and they're a really nice wrap. They've got that stretch in them that I love. So again, they're worth $7.99 if you was to buy a separate pair as well. So let's just bring that round. Let me just go to the Fit to Box ratings card. So I've gone with style 93, comfort 92. As with most Mexican gloves, a little bit rougher inside than, say, a Japanese style glove. Durability 94. I have been impressed with the durability of them. I really have put these gloves through their paces. Sparring 93. When you're sparring in these gloves, obviously they are a harder sparring glove than, say, a winning glove, but 93 reflects that they are good for sparring. On the bag, that flat punch surface, you get a great pop, and that's why I've gone 94. And value for money, and I've done this on the $169.99, I've gone with 94 for that. So I think that they are a great value for money glove for that. So overall, 93.3. And I think that that is a superb score, considering that Fortis, they've only just brought this glove out. I think they need to make more gloves of this quality. This is very much a boxing glove. The previous glove, which was a black and white glove that they sent, almost had the shape of sort of Muay Thai glove at the back. It has like a ledge, it has a shorter cuff. And for me, they're better to stick to the actual boxing gloves as these are. So fantastic what they've done. Let's just bring that there. A good standard of Mexican made gloves at a price to consider if you're in the market for some Mexican gloves. And also, if you can't stretch to raise to Clayton Reyes, then obviously these at $169.99 are a great option. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.